Oh man. Hey guys, it's Andrew Bocher with GY6 Vids, and in today's video, we have a badass semi-automatic rifle with a carbon fiber barrel. Let's take a peek. So many of you have heard about NEMO Arms. I did a review of their Omen Watchman 2.0 many years ago, their 300 Win Mag semi-auto rifle. This one is their executive order series, and it's chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. Now, I'm not a huge fan of 6.5 Creedmoor. It's not my favorite round. It definitely can get out there and touch some things, but when it comes to carrying kinetic energy downrange past 500 yards, it's a little hit and miss. But for getting out to distance and touching some steel plates and doing it for precision shooting and precision rifle competitions and 3-gun, it's definitely a fantastic round for that. But this platform does come in 308 Winchester and it does come in 260 Remington, so you do have options for different calibers. I personally would choose the 308 Win because ammo is a little bit more abundant. It's definitely got some punch, but if you're looking out for longer range and shooting at steel mainly, then the 6.5 Creedmoor is definitely going to get it done and reach out to that 1,000-yard mark, no problem. 6.5 Creedmoor is not a cheap round, so I want to say thank you to my ammo sponsors of today's video. Yep, that's right. Once again, it's you guys. I want to say thank you to Patreon, patreon.com/GY6. So thank you so much. Ammo's not cheap. You guys help a ton, and every dollar you donate goes right back into the funding of next productions. But back into the details of the rifle. I don't want to get all gushy and ooey gooey with thanking you guys for being patrons, but it is a huge part of what I'm doing nowadays, and I can't say thank you enough. It means the world to me. So this is definitely a step above your common AR you would see at your local gun shop. This is putting in a lot of detail, a lot of high quality, high grade machining, a lot of focus on overall performance and recoil mitigation. Now, the rifle itself is about 8 pounds in total weight. That's not including a loaded magazine, not including an optic, not including a bipod. That's just the rifle itself. You're looking at about 38.5 inches roughly of overall length with the stock fully collapsed. And you're looking at a 20-inch carbon fiber wrap barrel. Now, this is a barrel from Proof Research, and with the carbon fiber barrel, a lot of people think it's just for weight. Well, for one, yes, it does save weight, but also it gives you rigidity. So your overall barrel harmonics, where the barrel wiggles after you shoot it, which every gun does, you just can't see it with your naked eye. You see it in some of my videos with slow-mo, can throw a round off quite a bit. So with the carbon fiber barrel, you're having more rigidity, more stiffness in that barrel without having to increase the overall diameter of the barrel itself. Plus, you have better heat distribution, so it doesn't heat up as fast, and your follow-up shots, especially in a semi-automatic platform, are going to stay more accurate. Other features on this rifle are saving you a lot of weight as far as the way this gun is machined. So if you look at the lower, you have machine sections where the magazine inserts. That saves weight right there. You have machine sections in the bottom of the trigger guard. That saves weight there. These little attention to detail aspects of machining save weight, and they do add up very fast. You also have ambidextrous bolt release, bolt catch levers, so your standard left-hand side, and then also on your right-hand side, you have one here. So if your bolt carrier group is locked to the rear, you can simply pull back on this lever, and it sends the bolt home. So you're getting a lot for your money, and there is a lot of money involved with this. This is, I believe, MSRPing around $4,500 on NEMO's website, or $4,300, something like that. And obviously, if you go down to a steel barrel and not a carbon fiber barrel, I think you're saving about $1,000. And this rifle by no means is meant for everyone. Now, once again, I've said it before in the past, and I'll keep saying it forever. This is one out of many. This is one rifle. I wish I could have 100 of these rifles and put them through a battery of multiple thousands of rounds per rifle and see if there's any failures to feed, any extraction problems, any jams, but I don't. I have one rifle, so I can't say end all be all this rifle is 100% worth every penny you're spending on it, because I don't have more of them to test. There could be, this one could be perfect, the next one could have issues. I don't know that factor, but I am telling you what I'm finding with this rifle. The upper and lower set itself, the aluminum used on this rifle is 7075 T6 aluminum, so you're getting a high grade, very strong aluminum that they're machining this rifle out of. NEMO Arms is also stating you're getting a lot more bang for your buck when it comes to the bolt carrier group. Not just the carrier, but also the bolt itself. They're both heat treated and nickel boron coated. A huge benefit about this rifle, and something I think a lot of people don't even realize, is the fact that these NEMO rifles have a built-in recoil mitigation system on the back of the BCG. So on the back of the bolt carrier group, there's a little spring setup that is proprietary to NEMO Arms. It is the only large caliber AR platform that has that in its bolt carrier group. Going off of their website is what they say. So as the gun's fired, not only is that BCG coming back into the buffer and buffer spring, which is reducing that recoil into your shoulder, but also that back end of that BCG is compressing on that spring and absorbing some recoil as well. This rifle does come with a Geisley 2-stage trigger, so you're getting a nice crisp 2-stage. I think it's about 2.5 pounds for the first stage and then 1.5 pounds for the second stage. Don't quote me on it, I think it's fairly close to that. So you get a nice break, solid wall, no sponginess, no over travel after the trigger breaks. It just hits a wall and stops. And then obviously resetting it, very simple, very easy, very quick reset, hits it, very tangible, you feel that, and then breaks again. Geisley triggers are fantastic, one of the best in the market, bar none, and these rifles come set up with them, so good on NEMO for making the smart call on that, not trying to make something proprietary that may have some issues. Go with something that's already in the market that works and is tried and true, and Geisley is definitely one of those companies. And then another awesome thing is they have a gas system regulator up front. So just by the push and turn of this little regulator, you can go from suppressed or unsuppressed with this rifle. When I shot suppressed, it was fantastic to have it on suppressed mode. It had no problem cycling rounds, had no problems extracting whatsoever. But when I tried to shoot it suppressed on the unsuppressed setting, I did have a few failures to extract and a few failures to feed because that gas isn't just quite right in the system. So this does come in handy because it's a precision made machine. I put on a quick detach muzzle brake, took off their proprietary one and put this one on to house my suppressor. I'm gonna beat myself up all day about that, but I don't have my suppressor, so bonehead move. Damn. But either way, I have shot it. It does function. The gas mitigation system and gas adjustment up front definitely helps out. It does function the way it's supposed to. You also have little dimples that are on the takedown pins. That way the front of a bullet or any type of metal object can fit right there and it stays snug as you're pushing so you don't accidentally slip off. I don't know how many out there that are the same way as me where you accidentally slip with that tool and you scrape up your lower, and it's never a fun day. So having those dimples easily pushed out with a bullet or a metal object, and you can open up your lower to your upper. I'm not stating that these are all needed things on an AR, but on an AR that's this expensive, I expect this type of attention to detail. When it comes to people going, that's an expensive rifle, well, there's a reason for it. So now you know the details about this rifle. Now you know the ins and outs when it comes to what separates it from other ARs in the market and why it's in a different price category as well, and what makes it so Gucci compared to the rest. Moving on, let's shoot some stuff. We have an automated target that I can spin around and it rotates all the way to give us a shoot, no shoot situation. When it's all the way behind, no shoot. When it's sideways, no shoot. When it's all the way forward, it is ready to be rocking and rolling. You have gel-filled sections in the brain and in the heart and in the lungs that are individually encapsulated. Yeah, so we got that going. So we have an automated target downrange that's on a remote system. I could do it manually or you can do it automated like I'm doing right now. Put that remote down. If you like that target, if you're interested in it, I'll leave a link in the description of this video. So let's jump right into it. I'll engage that when it's facing forward, and I'll engage the steel target one at a time when it's not. Let's see what that steel sounds like from this distance. It's a good sound. So you can engage targets out to that range. This is obviously a 1 to 4 power optic. So engage the target. I think that was right through the neck. And you can go up on steel in the distance. Oh, back on target. There it is. Oh. Oh. And back to the steel. Such a good sound. Oh. God, this thing's fun. And it looks sexy. Oh. Right through the neck. That's so cool. So yeah, this allows you to engage targets close and at medium range, no problem. Even if you had a longer range optic on here, you can back it down to the, 3, 4, 5 power, whatever you have at lowest setting, and you'll get the job done the same way. I have this set at 4, and it's no problem whatsoever. Just pulling up some quick shots, definitely can tell you impacted your target. Yep, all right here. Too cool. That carbon fiber barrel definitely takes some weight off that gun, but with the gas system and the recoil mitigation systems of the BCG and the overall unit, it's a pleasure to shoot. We have a series of steel targets, AR 500 steel. We're at 100 yards. Let's just follow up on some shots back to back to back, seeing how it's a semi-automatic platform. Let's have some fun, and then we'll back it out to roughly 500 and see what that looks like. All right, mag in. All right. Safety off. Let's go for the center big one first. Yep, very easy short work of that one. If you guys like the steel hangers and targets and stuff, I'm gonna leave a bunch of links in the description. That way if you guys need steel targets or hangers or stuff to put other types of targets that are more volatile downrange, links will be in the description if you wanna go check them out. All right, let's go the center one again, then we'll go left and right of the small ones. Oh, where are you? There he is. See if we can get a little bit faster. So that's 1, it's 4. I think I have 6 rounds left in the mag. Let's go center, left, right again. Ooh, now they're moving. Center, left, right. Woo! Yeah. So as you can tell, having a semi-auto platform that you don't have to bolt action cycle gets you on target fast and follow up targets even faster. I mean, I'm on a shaky table too. I mean, this is not ideal. I was gonna be prone for this, but the tumbleweeds in this area grew a lot more than I expected for this scene, and I can't lay prone because I can't see above the tumbleweeds. So, is what it is. Let's add a couple more into this mag. Looks like we got 3 left, so let's add a couple more. But yeah, it's half the fun with precision shooting is just hearing that steel getting slapped downrange. All right, back in it. Let's just see how many times in a row we can impact steel. Small left first, going right. 1, 2, 3, and then, oh God, that's all over the place. I'm gonna go back to the left one. That one. That one. It's moving. Got him. Center one. Center one. Ah! I would pull the last round. Oh my God, it's so much fun. Let's back it up a bit and go a little bit further out. All right, so now we are at 500 yards. The sun is setting. It's getting a little late, but you know, is what it is. I have not sighted in this rifle for 500 yards. I'm on 2 separate wobbly tables. At 500 yards, every MOA adjustment's 5 inches. 6.5 Creedmoor has roughly 43. This one, at least, this is a Hornady ELDM, or ELD, what is it? Yeah, Hornady ELDM match grade ammunition, 140 grains. On here it states 43.5 inches of drop. I'll call it 45, which means we have to do 9 MOA click adjustments to make up for the difference between sighted in at 100 and 500 yards. So I think that's enough bullets. I'm not doing accuracy testing today because I think it would do the rifle a disservice. For one, tumbleweeds are a lot higher than I expected. I can't be in prone position, and I'm on a wobbly table. Doesn't do it justice, but I did sight it in when I first got the rifle, and it is holding that 1 MOA group or sub MOA at very least. There's better precision rifles out there. If you want the most precision, go bolt action all the way. But for a semi-automatic platform, this is plenty accurate, and we're about to see how fast I can do some Kentucky windage and quick adjustment. See what that looks like? That's technically 45 inches of elevation change. Okay, so I'm off target to the right. So about neck level, a little bit lower than neck level, just 4 inches to the left. See where it impacts. Yep, there you go. So my elevation was good, but my windage was slightly off. The bullet was shifting. I'm gonna leave my windage where it's at, and I'm gonna do Kentucky windage and hold over on that point. So Kentucky windage is not adjusting your turrets, it's holding over to the direction where you were impacting. So I was hitting good elevation, just slightly off target to the right. So I'm gonna hold over, same elevation, just over the silhouette, left shoulder, my left of the silhouette, if that makes sense. There it is. There it is. All right, just high. There it is. So I'm holding about roughly 1 full MOA to the left, and I'm hitting right around the neck and the head, and I'm missing just over the left and right hand shoulders. So I'm gonna adjust. So I'm hitting too high, so I'm gonna bring myself down 1 MOA and see where that changes my shot. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. I'm roughly 40-inch drop at where I'm at right now, and this is 500 yards. So obviously I can get this a lot more dialed and tune up the turrets to be right where I need to be. But on the fly, filming, slapping on an optic on a gun and doing a review, it makes it fun because you learn how to adjust in the field on the fly. I think you get that point. Let's do the silhouette one more time. Let's aim right in the dead center. Yep. Let's go on the silhouette and crank them off fast. We're losing light quickly. All right. Da, 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 da. Safety's off. Got it. Got it. Oh, breath is fogging the lens. Just got back to the silhouette. This was the group of trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And then down here, that's nice. That's real nice. It's getting too dark for you guys. I keep looking back at the screen and realizing you guys can't see hardly anything, and it's getting just darker and darker. Thank you once again to my patron support at patreon.com/GY6. If you haven't already, go check it out. If you enjoy the content I put out, much more coming, and with your guys' help, sky's the limit. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you soon. Later.